I'm on right now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. This guy right here, star of the show. He's got lines throughout. He's got at least 10 questions. Just placeholders up here with these speakers, by the way. They look good, that's why we brought them up. Anyways, my name is Kevin Herrholtz. I'm the VP of Client Success at Minty. I'd like to welcome everybody to Growing Together, Outcomes Through Partnerships with Minty. I am absolutely honored to be sharing the stage today. Besides just Minty, Sarah Montgomery with Rebag, Kurt Mangle with ISSA Online, and we have Matt Mattoon with Deep Creek Media. We've got an excellent panel here today. Thank you so much for spending the rest of your time with me as well. So before we jump in, let me just talk a little bit about what Minty is. So Minty is a full funnel conversion engine. Underneath the Minty umbrella are 3 core skills, beginning with Minty Promotes. So Minty Promotes is going to do exactly what it says. It is going to promote your offer across web browsers, mobile apps, our very own Minty.com, and through various AI channels, including LLMs like ChatGPT. The whole goal is to get high intent traffic that is ready to purchase to your site to complete that transaction. Now, if they don't complete the transaction and are looking to leave, that's where Minty Prevent comes up, the second skill underneath the umbrella. Minty Prevent is an exit intent pop-up. That exit intent pop-up is going to where we can identify and qualify pre-fill shopper information by utilizing our over 450 million pre-permission device graph. 40% of the time, that shopper is going to click the activate button, and that is now first-party information for the brand to use for their own first-party marketing. Now, we don't want this to be the case, but if that shopper leaves the site, Minty Recover is geared up to bring them back. Minty Recover is going to go ahead and utilize both email and, where we have it, SMS to remarket those shoppers with brand-approved incentives coming from our domain, so no risk of deliverability to the brand. Ultimately, those shoppers will go ahead and engage with the email or the SMS message, come back to the site and convert. Let me just say, all this that I said, by the way, there's no onboarding fees, there's no subscription fees, it is performance only. We do not sell impressions, we sell results. Speakers, are we ready?
Yes.
Sarah, I'm going to go ahead and start with you. So I'd love if you could briefly explain your role, your brands, how long you've been in your industry, and the core challenge you're trying to solve before working with Minty.
Absolutely, thanks for having me. So, yeah, I'm Sarah Montgomery. I'm the Director of Growth at Rebag. Rebag is a luxury resale platform for selling authenticated designer handbags and other accessories. And I've really been in the growth marketing industry now for about 13 years. I started in the agency side before taking my role in-house at Rebag. Really the core challenge and what is always kind of the challenge is really looking to profitably scale new customer acquisition and always looking for opportunities there.
Absolutely, Sarah. Thank you so much for being here and sharing that. Kurt, let's go to you next. Same question. Explain your role, your brands, how long you've been in your industry, and the core challenge you were trying to solve with Minty.
Yes, Kurt Mangle II. I'm ISSA's Vice President of Partnerships. ISSA is the International Sports Sciences Association. We're the global leader in fitness certifications, having certified over 650,000 fitness professionals in 176 countries. As far as my role, I've been in the industry for 16 years in fitness, and really surrounding around partnerships, impact, but also revenue distribution and scale. Before Minty, really great question. One of our core challenges was re-engaging prospective students, and Minty showed us that if you had interest in the certification but didn't convert, we got great ways to retarget, remarket, and get them back into the funnel.
Kurt, love it. Appreciate you sharing that. Matt, last but not least, once again, your role, your brands, how long you've been in the industry, and the core challenge you're looking to solve with Minty.
Yeah, my name is Matt. I'm the owner of Deep Creek Media. We're a performance marketing agency, primarily focused on affiliate programs and influencer programs. My client base is typically in the outdoor lifestyle realm. My history goes back a long time to college, actually. So in '99, graduated from Boulder, Colorado. My first gig was working for Ski Magazine as an intern. And they had a couple guys in a dark room with headphones on, and they were the web guys, you know? And so from that point forward, I started creating CPM banner campaigns for Transworld Skateboarding and Snowboarding, and did that for a newspaper in Boulder. And then I got my first taste of affiliate marketing, performance marketing in 2006. And that was for a video professor back in the old incentivized days. So if any of you are old enough to remember those days, it's a rough way to get your start in affiliate marketing. From there, I did some big corporate gigs, and then I didn't want to shave anymore, and so got back into the agency space and the outdoor space. Did that for about 9 years till I started Deep Creek Media. So just took all that knowledge and brought it to my own agency. The core challenge, always, more revenue, more new customers. Minty is helping with that tremendously.
Matt, appreciate that very much. Sarah, we're going to go to you for the very first question here. So what has mattered most to Rebag since partnering with Minty? Whether that's new customer acquisition, retention, or lifetime value.
Yeah, absolutely. So for us, it's really been about new customer acquisition. And since partnering with Minty, it's been since the spring of 2023, we've really been able to consistently do that, like month over month and year over year, now for like almost 3 years. So that's been fantastic. And because we work with you all with the pay for performance model, we've also been able to really do that with a consistent new customer ROAS as well.
Fantastic, thanks for sharing. Of course, we've been partnering with each other now for, has it been 4 years, I think, at this point? We're getting there.
Getting there.
Yeah, it's getting
More
there
like
at this
3 years,
point, yeah.
but yes.
It's been a fantastic
very
partnership.
Good. Yes.
Well, thanks for sharing. Kurt, let's go to you with the next question here. So how has Minty performance changed the way you think about customer acquisition or loyalty compared to what ISSA Online was doing before?
Yeah, we've been working together for the past few years, and Minty has really helped us understand that loyalty actually begins before conversion, during the comparison and the consideration phase. And so there's some data that shows 60 to 80% of consumers are comparison shopping before completing a purchase. And so having better data, smarter offerings has really led to stronger conversion outcomes without the race to the bottom when it comes to price. So Minty's been really helpful for us.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such a powerful tool, and I'm glad you shared that for sure. Matt, let's go to you now. So if you had to point to one metric or insights that leadership cared most about, what was it, and how did Minty help move it?
It's actually 3. Quick down and dirty answer. It's revenue growth, new customers, and partnerships you can trust and scale. Minty does all that in spades.
I appreciate that final part, definitely. We care very much about that trust and scale and really ultimately growing together, which I know we've been able to do such a good job of.
Yeah.
Sarah, back over to you with the next question. So beyond the technology itself, what has stood out to you about the way Minty partners with you, your team, and Rebag?
Sure, yeah, it's really been a lot, I would say, about the account management. It's really been exceptional. I have to give a big shout out to Christy. We've really been working with her for the entire time of our partnership. She's super proactive. She really brings a lot of interesting ideas, testing and optimization. She's also really proactive in monitoring the ongoing campaigns with us. So that's been just fantastic. We have a test running right now that she kind of surfaces an idea, testing a long-standing assumption we've had about just the offer we're providing and the abandoned checkout flow that we have with you all. So we're currently in testing that. It's been about 2 weeks. So far we're seeing a bit of an improvement in our open rates, which has been great, and I'm looking forward to kind of seeing as the test concludes the full performance impact. But I just think that's, account management is just such an important part of the whole partnership, and that's something that with you all, it's been very impressive that it's not just about your technology, but really being a strategic partner as well.
Well, it warms my heart to hear that. That is for sure, because the partnership is what matters most. It's not about just the acquisition, getting you on board. We want to work with you in a high-level partnership, of course, to make sure that the results that ultimately you're trying to drive for, we're right with you to make sure that those are accomplished. I appreciate that. Matt, let's go to you with the next question here. So let's get right down to it, right? Let's talk about the results. So what are you experiencing with those results with Minty based on what you hope to accomplish when you signed up?
I mean, what I hope to accomplish is always more revenue and everything I stated before. I also talked about my background because if you've been in this space for 20 plus years, you've had pie on your face a couple times, you know? And so we launched, or we started talking Minty about my biggest client in early 2024. We went through the forecasting numbers. John Freshley, biz dev guy, sent me over numbers, and I shared them with my client. They were astounding, and my client was like, "Why wouldn't we do this?" I'm like, "Absolutely, let's get rolling," And but I was skeptical of the forecast numbers, and within 2 months of launch, we were doubling those, and so it was, again, my experience in the space, too good to be true, comes into my mind, and I dug into it. We did a RFM analysis and had some incredible results from that. The hardest to reach customers for us convert less than one time a year with an AOV that's under $100. That same customer coming through Minty is 4 to 5x purchases per year with an AOV that's almost doubled. So no pie on the face, super sustainable, impressive. It gives me confidence telling all my clients and new partners to work with Minty because the relationship is outstanding. You guys deliver.
No pie in the face is always a good thing.
It's wonderful.
And the cool thing you mentioned is like the AOV, and that's an element that isn't talked about as much, is that when you utilize a Minty, especially with the prevent product that is keeping people from leaving and the recover bringing them back, they typically spend more because they have brand approved incentives that is going to go ahead and motivate them to go ahead and move forward and convert. So I love that. Kurt, over to you. So from your perspective, what does a great brand partner relationship actually look like? And how has Minty fit into that for you?
Yeah, it's a great question. To me, a great partner relationship does 3 things. 1, it improves brand loyalty and recognition. Number 2, it drives measurable revenue and profitability. And then number 3, it creates a long-term win-win-win. And so win for the customer, win for the brand, and also win for the partner. And as I think about Minty, you all collaborate, test, optimize, and scale with us over the past few years, and that's been incredible. And that matters at our size and our global footprint, which you all have been able to help us tremendously.
It's about credibility too. We want to make sure if you're trusting us to partner, then we're equally putting our best effort in there and making sure that ultimately you guys look good with the clients you serve. So I appreciate that very much. Sarah, now over to you. So how does Minty fit into the overall strategy of Rebag and the other partnerships? What is the gap that Minty is ultimately filling for you?
Yeah, so Minty has really become a critical partner for us at this point. We, you guys are now one of our top affiliates. When I'm looking at last quarter, you guys are now driving about 12% of our total affiliate revenue, which is just fantastic. Overall, the gap that Minty has really filled for us is kind of getting more value out of our existing site traffic, especially anonymous visitors, so users that are coming that we don't know, they haven't identified themselves, we don't know their email address, and really getting those incremental, high value, high converting abandoned cart and abandoned browse emails out there. And so we've been able to, again, consistently see incremental new customer conversions and affiliate revenue coming from those. And again, like a good staying power of 3 years, which has been fantastic.
It's fantastic. And one of the things we did mention is that Minty does have the potential of making sure that the messages that we send on behalf of the brand are really just going to the anonymous traffic, right? And so you have your first party emails, your first party communications that are going out to those that you know. Minty is filling that gap with those clients or customers that you don't know. Kurt, just in general, so not necessarily about Minty, if you will, but what is one thing you wish you had done sooner, understand earlier about acquisition or retention that can help others here today?
Yeah, I would say one of the biggest things is I wish I had understood earlier how many touch points are required to convert a modern buyer. So Forbes has some data they talked about anywhere from 8 to 20 plus touch points are required before somebody converts. And so as we look at that, that's a massive shift from where the industry used to be to where it is now. And so one of the things that we like to think about is don't treat abandoned carts as lost customers, treat them as unfinished conversations.
I love that. What a great perspective that really is. It's like they were right there on the doorstep, and what can we do together with that shopper to ultimately complete the transaction? What a fantastic answer. Matt, so looking ahead, what are you most excited about as you continue to grow with Minty?
I mean, number one is the relationship. In this space, I think relationships are number one. They help you maintain your clients and help you get more out of the partners you work with. Specifically with Minty, I'm looking forward to testing some new offers this year to find growth in higher margin product segments, and then testing some of Minty's new offerings. But again, back to the relationship, I'm looking forward to just growing both of our brands together and just celebrating the relationship and continuing to work together.
I love that you say together too, by the way, because that's the way that we view it as well. This is not just a transactional relationship with the brand working with the client. We really do feel like that we're in it together, and your success is ultimately our success. So, Sarah, Kurt, Matt, I appreciate it. Appreciate the time and for the opportunity and the honor to be up here today. Minty, as always, what a pleasure it is. So, and thank you everybody for the time you spent with us today as well. Thank you.
Thanks.